Hey Aries, this is your March 2023 reading. We're doing Sun, Moon, Rising Aries sign. We're doing Celtic Cross, my version of the Celtic Cross. And here we go. The Magician, Death Crossing, Page of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, the Devil, the Nine of Wands, the King of Pentacles, the World, the Three of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands. Currently, you guys in your birthday time, coming up on your birthday time here, are manifesting through sheer will I don't know if this ending, this transmutation of energy that's is helping or hindering you. It might be that give me a second, Aries. You might be trying to manifest an ending in a situation. Co-creating with the universe, using the elements to change something. You're trying to change something in your life right now. This is a very powerful combination. In the past, I hear that you got some news. Some news that might have not been the best news. Let's figure out what kind of news it was. Can I have clarity on the Page of Swords in the past for Aries? Page of Swords in the past for Aries. Whoa. It's the first time I think I've dropped cards in the entirety of the, it may have been the second time, but I'm pretty sure it was the first time I've dropped cards like that. And all of the readings so far this month. Okay, so what flips out again, because when I get a court card, I like to clarify it. We got death again. A creative project, or somebody who is very creative having an ending, or changing the way they've been expressing themselves, has led to somebody feeling restricted. Somebody's being restricted by something. The world, the magician, the death card, the devil, and the world. Aries. Some sort of she's assured of herself, right? The Queen of Wands. This could have been an argument or communication that was kind of immature with somebody who is very very self-involved. This could have been somebody who worked on a creative pursuit with you. Something that, some situation with this woman ended, or this woman ended a situation with you. And that has led you being kind of bound to just feeling kind of mentally caught up in and unable to move forward in some sort of way. Overwhelmed by what's gone on in the situation, unable to make another step forward. Maybe there was an argument with this woman. She'd be somebody who was really outspoken. Maybe it was someone close to you that had passed away, but I don't have the Ten of Swords. So I'm going to say that you might have got an argument with this person and ended a situation with them, which led you to maybe putting yourself between a rock and a hard place and feeling kind of at a loss for thoughts on how to get yourself out of a situation. I see you're thinking that it's time for a change. It's time for events to unfold. It's like a fated, kind of destined thing in some regard. It's about timing. It's like it's about time we had this talk, you know, or it's about time that this happened. You might have thought this person was your destiny, or this situation was your destiny in some sort of way. What you're not aware of is there's some news coming in about somebody trying to do something. What is the Page of Wands, please? The Page of Wands. I think it had to do, the communication had to do with a creative project. Maybe somebody was ending their partaking in it, their involvement. The Page of Wands. Somebody seems to have backed out of a situation because of an indecision, an inability to see results in something. You don't know that part of it. Maybe there was a younger person that this person went for, or there was some aspect was not clear. There's a decision where there isn't enough information about somebody's abilities. They were trying to get a clear picture, or they were unable to expose something. They were unable to express some aspect. Maybe it was that something wasn't as successful as somebody had tried to make something work out. This could be an age thing, an ageist thing. Somebody doesn't know if there's enough maturity here or enough experience here. What is this death that the Magician is dealing with? What is the Death card in position 2? It's giving me 3. Six of Swords, the Three of Cups, and an ending to a social circle, moving away. Everybody seeing, not that. I'm going to ask for one card instead. I feel like that's too much, and really it doesn't seem clear. I've got two more coming out. Trying to work on depression. There's a potential for that. Let's see. Creativity. Something, you're ending a creative project. You're trying to get out of a, you might be trying to get out of a creative project of some kind. What is the Wheel of Fortune about? Opportunities that are taking a long time. There's another timing thing here. Taking your time. Distractions. Whatever this was, it was distracting you from other things you could be doing, and maybe other plans you had, and it was taking a lot of time, and there was a lot of detail. Maybe it was like slightly over idealistic to expect this to be completed in a certain amount of time, because somebody was a perfectionist, or you think it was an appropriate amount of time, but like in order to, if this is some sort of creative contract, or you're working with a publisher of some kind or something, it could be that there were other options, or other options presented themselves to you, and you were unsure maybe of where to go. And now that this person or this entity has backed out, you got some news that they've backed out, because things were taking too long, or their hands were tied in some situation. That might have been what they told you. They ended something because their hands were tied in some situation. Enjoying the process is also part of this. And you might have been confused about what steps to take next, and so you were taking it slow. There might have been not enough, that the instructions weren't very clear. Or confusing. I have to say that the Magician and the Death card and the Empress manifesting an ending that also is creative or abundant. Like she produces things. She's the creator, the feminine creator, right? Death is ruled by Scorpio and Pluto. So that's about sex and taboo stuff and intimacy. Something about timing and the visual aesthetics of something. And I hope it was still recording. Something about the timing and the visual aesthetics of something. And trying to take your time enjoying something. This can also have to do with any kind of creative thing that has to do with illusion or so magic tricks and optical illusions and visual aesthetics. This is also imagination. You might have had some kind of writer's block or some kind of creative block, and things are taking longer than you expected. They were unsure of how successful something would be. They couldn't see the potential of something at its earlier stages. Your advice is to be on the defense, defend the journey, and to state that you're so close to the finish line with something, and to and to keep your guard up in regards to all the energy that you've put into something, or to maybe take stock of your energy at this time and maybe get a little bit of rest if you can, even though it's the last hour of whatever this is, if this is still going through. There's some sort of comeback, I want to say. There's some sort of comeback. Like, things didn't seem like they were going well. You were really beat and tired. There was maybe some pushback or pullback from whoever this is, whatever this is. And now you're getting the Judgment card, which is like you're waking up to some sort of, the divine is like, knock knock, excuse me, this is it, it's time, this is also another time, kind of. It's time to wake up now. It could be that your head was up in the clouds a little bit and you needed to be able to ground yourself a little more. And it seems like the wheel is going to turn, so that you might have had your wheels turning in your head about how to produce this, how to finish this, how to get to where you're going. It seems like you were really focused on getting it right. Other people see you or this situation as being some sort of business, some sort of financially established situation. There could be a higher up, somebody who's watching your work ethic, somebody who's like been there, done that. They may be offering their advice. Or they may see you as a valuable resource in some way. Or you are seen as a valuable resource by whatever. Some people might be looking at you as an entrepreneur. Maybe maybe you run your own business and this is just like an outsourcing that you were dealing with a contract of some kind. The finances of others. Somebody, if you're going to take a loan from somebody or something, or you need some resources, I see that people see you as responsible, so I think they might be seeing you as responsible, but they're trying to push an ending. Maybe you're waiting on them for something. The King of Pentacles. Ooh, the Ace of Wands. This is a startup business. If this is a relationship, then it's somebody who finds you very sexually attractive. It's a very sensual person. Others are finding you attractive as well. And responsible and that you have money. They might be attracted to your money as well. In terms of your hopes, you're hoping to get to the finish line with something. You're hoping to start a new project, a new cycle, maybe get to the next level in a relationship. This would be like a big win. That's what you're hoping. You're hoping to complete something. In the future, in the near future, I see feeling bound to something. It could be a commitment contract. it rules career, so it's like a workaholic kind of placement. Can I have clarity on the devil, please? Devil for Aries. Devil. The Seven of Swords in reverse. Oh. That's interesting. So, I think this is about creative freedom and that being restricted by authority at work. They're saying that you have to, you're too imaginative, or there's some sort of, we need things done this way. This is how we've always done things. And if you don't like it, that's too bad. There's no taking the easy road with this person. They're very by the books, their book, their rules. They also might be a little bit, I don't know, I mean, the devil, I see him, the devil card as a positive thing a lot of the time. But it can be, the devil that you know. This is like, yeah, okay, so this is tradition versus rebellious, like, alternative. So if you express yourself, I mean, you might want to do something to your physical appearance. I don't know if it's like tattoos or hair color, or you're going to get a job or a contract somewhere and they're giving you a hard time about how you look. It's too risque for them, or there's something about the rules and breaking the rules. You might get news about somebody that you were working on a creative project with, or spending time with, doing something with, getting arrested for something that they've done. Because I do have this, Eight of Swords, and then I have the Devil, which is like authority, restriction, and then I have the Seven of Swords. Excuse me, Seven of Swords in reverse, and that's theft. You know. You also could hear something on the news about somebody in authority getting caught for theft, or some higher up in a company, maybe that you work for, or that you've worked for, or somebody around you could be doing underhanded things in your day-to-day life. Maybe that's why you're looking to end a situation, because you don't want to be around that anymore. Or this is also addiction and doing whatever it takes to fulfill one's own plans. This is stealing for drug money. This is also, if it's the authority member saying you're being too creative or too out there, this is also having to make another plan of action, or write another what is it called? Another pitch of some kind. There is no getting away with anything with this person or entity. There's red tape here in the near future with something. This person could be a Capricorn that's getting caught for stealing. Whatever it is with the devil, whatever you're tied to with the devil, whatever someone else in your work area, is your day-to-day life, is tied to with the devil, they can break free from it. There might be a different course of action that needs to be taken, or a different way of looking at something, but then maybe they're stuck in a cycle. Somebody's stuck in a cycle of trying to get out of something, but it's not working because there's some bondage there. Like I said with this, is like being called to really take time to recuperate, even though you still have work to do. There's something there. There's somebody who's external to you that may find you inspiring or want to start something with you, that's a passionate new beginning with you, whether it's sexual or a business idea, a startup. You're really looking to complete something. You're hoping to complete something, to make it to the finish line with something. it seems like in the future that there is some sort of rules that you're being forced to abide by, or maybe there's too many rules, but you end up with a new financial beginning, or a lump sum of cash, or the money's good. You're thinking a lot right now about good fortune. You're thinking a lot about money and success, and maybe shopping, and the things that appeal to the five senses, such as luxuries, any kind of luxuries. You've got luxuries on your mind. Also, this could be gambling. With the Wheel of Fortune, you like to gamble. You might really like to gamble. You might be thinking about taking a risk too. It's a game of chance. Because with the Wheel of Fortune being chance and the Seven of Cups, you don't know what's in those cups. You don't know what's going to happen. Very interesting reading, Aries. Honestly, this one's really like made me think. You're hoping to travel, you're hoping to get out, you're hoping to finish something, go on a trip abroad, see the world. You get some money. You get some good money from whatever's going on, whatever the devil is. You're waiting for something to come in to kind of get some security, get some for your plans to manifest into something that you can build upon. You know that there's something coming towards you, and it seems like whatever it is, it multiplies. It you become busier. There's a lot of communication, and very excited communication, fast movements, lots of trips. There's like planning and lots of trips involved, and there's money involved in the outcome. It might be that you're hoping to get, you've had a more creative job in the past that ended, but now you are trying to get a more a corporate job that requires traveling, because you're tired of always kind of being the starving artist. I see that somewhere down here. And you're kind of going backwards. You're going back to, I mean, not backwards in a negative way, but going back to like a more 9 to 5-ish kind of job, because the money's better. And this way it will help you make plans for maybe you're trying to get enough money to finish a project, finish up some plans. Maybe you want to start your own business, but you've not been making ends meet enough to really get all of the materials and things you need. So you're going back to the grind, to going back to it to get that last piece of the puzzle for yourself, and then you might get to see the world as well if this job requires travel, or maybe that's your goal. You know, you want freedom, so maybe you're looking to buy plane tickets, or you're looking to buy an RV, or I don't see any car stuff here, so, or you know, but there's some sort of abundance that you end up with, and you're using that to look to the future, look to see, like trying to build something for the future, and there'll be a lot of action once the money comes in order to go places with your life. Let me get clarity on the Eight of Wands. Okay, so I got 3 cards, which I'm going to take because that's just one. Okay, so I got the 4 of Wands finally. So you do get there. I got the Knight of Swords and the 3 of Wands again. So, like that going backwards thing. Let me go through the next part of the reading so that I can like get a better feel of what these might all mean. So, first house, you're trying to the Magician in the first house. It's ruled by Gemini. You're trying to somehow invent something, or there's a utilization of a lot of mental faculties in order to different elements of your knowledge of your mind that you're trying to put together in order to bring forth something that you desire or will into being. Creation. You're creating something. I did say you might get tattoos, right? So if it isn't tattoos or something you're doing aesthetically to your body, if you just had a baby, you might be trying to now this you might be trying to lose some weight, or after having a baby. This is not for everybody, and I'm just going to put it out there because it came to my mind with these 3 cards, but maybe somebody's trying to terminate a pregnancy. That's a potentiality of this. You might be trying to force your body to do something, so just be careful you don't overdo it. Mind over matter is what I hear. Mind over matter in terms of the physical body and the self. You might be really getting into kind of new age, like manifestation stuff. what you're valuing is change, an ending of something. You're valuing the depth of something, the mystery of something. You're thinking about what your destiny is. You might be thinking about gambling. You might be thinking about the timing of something. And the options that you have. Your family life and your home life, some younger person that's in your family might be trying to decide what they want to do with their life. They might be getting ready to be in that part of their, like 17, 18, planning, or 16, 17, planning college or something. Or this is also like making a rational decision about whether or not you want to have children. This also could be using your intuition. They might be having a hard time expressing themselves or sharing something. Someone in your family. They're kind of machismo, kind of little, maybe slightly arrogant. But they don't know everything. They're unable to see things as clearly as they may want to or that they should. So they're having a delay. They're feeling delayed in their happiness or their delayed success. They might be a little bit slower at getting to a certain stage of this stage of life. So they could be going to school, but just a slightly bit later than most, or something to do with that. You're going to be very creative with words. Poetry is a good thing. Poetry is going to be a good thing for you, Aries, if you're into that. Also, singing. Anything where you'd use your words in a creative way, or writing. A writer's block could end for you at this time, so that might be good. There might be a tyrant at work, somebody who's super authoritarian, doesn't let you speak your mind all the time, or doesn't let you, they might be telling you how to dress, or you might also hear that somebody was caught stealing from work at your job. Um, if your routine is what we're talking about, sticking to traditional methods may be better than trying to do the alternative ones with certain things. With health, I don't necessarily mean traditional medicine, but I feel like tried and true, what's worked for you in the past may be good. I would always consult with a healthcare professional, a real healthcare professional, um, about anything to do with your health. Authority might be telling you something to do with your health. Like there might be regulations about alternative methods for something or put in place about health. Somebody who's been going through a tough time that you're partnered up with in some sort of way will be giving you a call and letting you know, or you may get a call from a friend after when you're healing after something, after some you're exhausted from something. You might be getting woken up early by people that you have relations with, that you have partnerships with. They might be calling you and you might be like, ugh, leave me alone. But if you have a new job, it may be an earlier start and you might just not feel so energetic when you first get up in the morning. It might be harder to get up. And go to work for this new business partner or whatever. There could be a lot of construction going on in your neighborhood, and that might be what's keeping you up or getting you up early. This is also daylight savings time. So, because I have the timing in your local area over there, and then this exhausted card with the waking up like judgment card, and you just make sure it's that time again already. I can't believe it, but it's here. I'm happy for spring to be here and your birthday to be here, Aries. Let me tell you. You might be getting intimate with somebody who's your boss, or they might be getting intimate with you, vice versa. Hopefully, both are mutually agreeing. That came out weird. This person is if you have any kind of land that you use on someone else's property where you plant things, this is you tending to those new sproutings, those that the land, farmers. There might be like a lack of certain crops for some reason. Because I see that this is growing and he's looking over at this. And there's only one here in all of the land here. So that's what's coming to mind. This is also a card of Taurus. I have Taurus here in the back. And Taurus rules agriculture. So this person could be a farmer. And it's just... maybe they're starting a new crop or they got new farming business. But it's about resources, so there might be some new beginning in resources for farmers. There might be at this time, if you are a farmer, there might be some kind of loan that's put in by authority, some kind of, what is it called? Oh my God, what's the word I'm looking for? Proposal, some kind of legislation for farmers' aid. This would probably be big business related. Travel for sure. There's a potential to travel abroad. I'm not even going to go too much into that, but there's spiritual experiences, spiritual places, world travel. Travel might open up fully in places that still have had restrictions. I don't know. I haven't traveled in a while, so I'm thinking that things are changing. Things are getting more open. The world's finishing up the opening up cycle. You do feel like the world is opening up to you in new ways, maybe. In ways that are foreign to you. There's new places you'll be going. The internet is also a place where you might be looking into philosophy or spiritual beliefs or expanding your knowledge of other places. If you are pregnant and you're coming towards the end of your pregnancy, about to give birth, I see that the 9th. There's an expansion. That's why I said there's an expansion going on. Could have to do with the physical body and what's challenging you in the physical body. You might have to stop eating or doing certain behaviors because you realize you're pregnant, or major chapters are ending, and new things beginning. Career, big money, like a business package, an advance. This could be an advance to do with that contract you took on that might be a little bit restricting. And you might be planning to have a friend come to stay with you at your home this month, or having a friend move in with you at your home, or moving in with a friend at a friend's place. Yeah, so a friend could come stay with you and then return back to their home. You might get into a little bit of an argument, or it might be just a quick visit, a last minute thought. Getting a lot of communication from spirit this period. We're going to be heading into Lent, and I remember hearing something from somebody about Lent and how there's more spiritual. I feel like the veil is thin around Samhain, and then it gets Halloween. It gets also very thin during this time of the year as well. Maybe that has to do with Persephone coming back. The gates of hell open up again. This is also sneaking in to a restricted backstage pass kind of thing, VIP kind of thing. Sneaking into the workplace, sneaking in yeah, you might sneak into a business meeting of some kind where your boss is, and you might overhear something that's a little bit boo, like a little tisk tisk. Whatever it is, the ending, the finale is don't be too workaholic. Don't be such a workaholic. There might be some things at work that you just, you don't want to deal with, but it seems like there may be a way around it. There may be a loophole as well to certain things. You're going to be getting some sort of financial opportunity that has the potential to build up, create a nice a nesting egg. Is that what they say? A nesting egg? Nest egg. That's what I think. Maybe you're looking to buy a house, and so you're trying to build some sort of house. You're trying to build a home or find a home, or there's some sort of alternative edge. If you are building a home in your day-to-day routine right now, which this is a really hard time to be doing it unless you're at a different part of the world, you might be doing it might be a very aesthetically kind of modern contemporary or like modern, very modern look to it. It might be also there's something about like gothic clothes here or darker clothing here as well. Alternative clothing. Alternatively, I don't know. you're getting financial abundance. You're making plans for the future. You can see like where things are going to come from in terms of resources. You might actually get that last bit of the puzzle from this businessman here, this Capricorn, Taurus, Aries, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, excuse me. He might be the answer to your prayer in terms of that third pillar there, or the fourth pillar there. And lots of communication with family. Some friends might come to stay with you and then return back home, or family might come to stay with you and return back home this month for some reason. Maybe there's some sort of celebration, marriage, something going on. Maybe Easter. That's next month. Well, it could be talking about that too, but I think it's talking about, like, if you're Irish, this could very well be that your family is big on celebrating St. Paddy's Day, so that could be the celebration that people come over. And it seems like there's a rowdy bunch. It's a rowdy bunch of people. Lots of trips back and forth. Manifesting endings and new beginnings, and cutting through other people's BS. I love it, Aries. All right, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I will see you in April. Take care.